Hello everybody, guess who's back? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little update, little chat video for you. Basically story time, talking to you about my first step on my teeth journey. You are going to have to excuse me this video, as obviously you are aware. I had an operation on my teeth, so my speaking's a bit slower, takes me a bit longer to talk, so just bear with me on that front because I'm slowly getting back to talking. Today I'm going to talk to you about the first steps of my teeth journey, having my first ever operation, having a teeth extraction, how it's been post-op. We're going to get into it. We're going to have a little story time, talk you through what's been going on over the past week. I am currently at 1 week post-op. A week ago today I had my surgery. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it, and I hope you enjoy. If you didn't already know, I got diagnosed at 14 with a class 3 malocclusion, maxillofacial skeletal underbite. It's a long title. Basically my bottom jaw is in front of my top jaw, which is obviously wrong. So I've been waiting to correct it since I was 14. I got told to wait till I was 18 till I was fully grown, and then they weren't going to touch until 21 because I was at uni, so I was going to get the journey started on my teeth out at 21. The reason I was having teeth out is because I have overcrowding, so I have too many teeth in my mouth. So for them to be able to give me the straight smile that I want, they needed to take some teeth out. I also had my wisdom teeth coming through. There was just too many teeth going in my mouth, they needed to come out. So that is the reason why I needed teeth out. I needed to have basically the treatment plan for teeth out. So I had to have both bottom wisdom teeth out. I don't think I've got any top wisdom teeth, you know, because they've not come from any scans, I've not seen any. So that wasn't a factor. So both bottom wisdom teeth out, and then I had to have 2 of my pre-molars out, which I have just had done. That's the operation I've just had done, but we'll get into that in a second. So 4 teeth out, braces for a year, then the jaw surgery, then braces for another year. So it's quite a long treatment plan, but that is the plan that I'm having done. So because of COVID and strikes and everything, it's been pushed back. I was supposed to have it done when I was 21, but like I said, COVID happened and the strikes have been happening. So I finally got booked in to have my teeth out on, well, I was supposed to have it on the 28th of June, so currently I'm 25, so I've waited 4 years for the treatment. So I was supposed to have it done on the 28th of June, but they rang me up and said we don't have enough staffing because of the strikes, so it got pushed back to the 6th of July, which was the day I had it done, so that was a week ago. Today, as I'm filming this, 6th of July was the day I had the surgery. I've never had any surgery previously. I've never been operated on. It was my first operation. I was put under anaesthetic, so it was my first time doing that, which is a big thing. It was a big deal for me, because my biggest fear in life is not being in control of my body. So things like being too drunk scares me, being on like roller coasters and planes scare me, not being in control of myself. So hospitals and being put to sleep is a big scare for me. So I was really nervous anyway. But it was absolutely fine. Like, the procedure was fine, getting put to sleep was fine. So I will talk you through the day. So 6th of July, I was due to go in at 12:30. They rang me at around, I think it was like 10:30, and they was like, could you come in early? Could you come in at 12 because we need to do an x-ray? And I thought, this isn't going to be good news, because they were calling me in early. I thought there must be a problem. They've seen something on the scan or something. So pre all this treatment, I've been back and forth to the hospital, because there was a circle down here on my scan and they didn't know what it was. Well, turns out I've got a little tiny tooth just randomly in my chin. They're not going to take it out, and it's not come up, it's just here, so they're leaving that one. But they were looking at my wisdom teeth because obviously they were the ones that they were taking out, and the scan they'd had before I was due to have this operation, like a few weeks before, showed up my wisdom tooth was quite close to a nerve. So my right wisdom tooth hadn't fully erupted, my left one had fully come up, but my right one was partially erupted and it was the wrong way growing, and it was quite close to a nerve. So they had to actually call me in early to go for another X-ray to see how close to the nerve it was, because they said if it was too close to the nerve, they couldn't remove it. So what they would have had to do is look at other options. They would have had to either just cut the top off and leave the root in the teeth in my mouth, or there'd have been other options. But so I was already a bit shook up, because I was like, oh my god, like, I trust it to me to be the worst, because my teeth, I've always said my teeth are my biggest insecurity. I have been so paranoid about my side profile, my teeth, the crowding. I don't smile normally, if that makes sense. When I smile, I do this. I hide my bottom jaw so you can't see the underbite, and I don't smile properly. I've always been really insecure about my teeth, and since finding out that I could have this procedure, I've always wanted to have it done. Sidetrack. Being told that my teeth again were more complicated, I just thought, it's typical me. Got to go extra with my teeth, haven't I? So they did the x-ray, took me back into the room, didn't have a look at the x-ray, and thank the Lord, the tooth wasn't too close to the nerve. There was like, it's close, but not close enough that we wouldn't be able to remove it. So there was like, obviously there is always going to be risks. They were like, we could knock some other teeth out, you could have pain in other teeth, like, we're going to have to peel the gum back, basically. So they basically had to, this is really tame, I do apologise, I had to go in and surgically remove this tooth, so they had to go in a lot deeper, hence why I do have, I don't know if you're going to be able to still see it because it's gone down quite a bit, I am bruised here, because this was a surgical extraction. So basically, going forward from that, the dentist said to me, so you are going to be having 4 teeth out, like I've already explained. The left wisdom tooth, the right wisdom tooth, which is a surgical removal, which actually was cut down for. These 3 were basic extractions, and then both the molars at the top, I think it's my first molar on this side and the second molar on this side, just so when they do the braces, they can pull my fangs down and make it all straight, because my fangs are up in my face and they need to get pulled down. So that's what they were doing. So after the x-ray, I was like, oh, thank god it's not too close. Went in, obviously they taught you through everything, taught you through the risks. I met with the dentist, I met with a nurse, and I met with the anaesthetist. It was all women as well, which I was like, girl power, let's do this. But it was all really lovely. I explained to them that I was nervous because I've been put to sleep. She was like, it's absolutely fine. She did ask me if I wanted numbing cream, and I was like, yes please, because again, cannulas scare me. Like, I'm fine with needles, I'm fine with getting an injection, I'm fine with tattoo needles, but obviously it goes deeper. Cannula, oh. I was like, oh. So I was like, yeah, numbing cream. So she put numbing cream on both hands, because she was like, in case it can't go in your right one, because the non-putting your right will do it on the left as well. So she numbed both hands. Sat there for a while. There were a few people in on that day. I think there were 3 other girls in on the same day as me. So what they had to do, they had to go talk to the surgeon, set a plan together of who was going to go in first. The first girl that actually went in was having 6 teeth out, 3 wisdom and 3 normal, and I was like, I thought I had it bad. She was having 6 teeth out. So she went in first, I think, because she had the most, she would have had more time to recover then. I think I was one of the last to go in. I went in at 12:30, was I had to be there, and I didn't leave till about 6 o'clock in the evening, so it was a long day. I sat there and then got all gowned up, anxiety was building, I was like, I'm fine. Then I had to walk into theatre, lay on the table, see all the nurses, surgeons, anaesthetists all around me, laid on the table, got all wired up. She put the cannula in, which actually it wasn't too bad, thank god for the numbing cream. She made me do this, and then because I was just so looking around everywhere, looking at, because there were all like my stats on the board, and they were making sure like my heart rate was alright. I was like looking around, so I was distracted. Put the cannula in, that was fine. She put, I don't know all the names for the stuff, but she put the clear liquid in, and then she put this white liquid in. She went, the white liquid's going in now, and she was just talking to me about work, and I literally just, that's the last thing I remember. Like, I don't remember responding to her. She was like, so what do you do for work? Da da da. Out like a light. Next thing I know, I was coming round. It was one of those, the only way I can describe coming round from an operation, I literally, it was like, you know when you doze off and then you feel that falling sensation and you suddenly wake up, like, my nurse said to me, I just suddenly like shot up, like straight up in bed, and was like looking round. And the first thing I was asking for was did the operation go alright? Where's my boyfriend? Where's my mum? I was like, is everything okay? Like, I want my family, I want my boyfriend. But yeah, it went all right. It went all good. There was no complications, touch wood. I was in under for 35 minutes. as I said, took everything out. I actually donated my teeth as well, because it's a teaching hospitals. I donated my teeth so they could like test on them, use them for training, use them to teach dentists, because she was like, do you want to keep them? And I was like, no offence, but I'm not one of them people that keeps teeth. Like my mum's kept my baby teeth, but I don't want to keep my teeth. I was like, no, you can gladly take them, because I would have actually liked to have seen them. They didn't actually show me them, which I would have liked to have seen, but yeah. So post-op wise, coming home, as you are probably aware, I was all numbed up, a bit delirious for the first few hours. Thank God I didn't get any of the like nausea, any of the side effects. I just kept taking paracetamol. They also recommended ibuprofen and cocodamol, but I didn't want to be taking really strong drugs and then all my other bodily functions go to just stuck to paracetamol every 4 hours. What really helped me was I bought an ice pack for the swelling, because these three were fine after 3 days. The one they've got to put stitches in, the surgical removed one, it still gives me an occasional flare up now, and I'm 7 days on. But this one at the beginning hurt like it honestly killed. I've never known pain like it. And honestly, guys, you do not know how much you use your teeth till you don't use them, because it was more of a mental struggle than a physical struggle. Honestly, eating soft food, fine. But the mental thing of being able, what I could eat, what I couldn't eat. The first day I think I just had like soup. The first couple of days I had like mash, scrambled egg. I was literally living off soup and bananas, you know, soft stuff like that. Around day 4 or 5 I started trying other foods, so I was eating like some chips. I had some pancakes, which, let me tell you, pancakes and Nutella. I was like, yes. I'm still not eating hard food, so I've not had like bread. Oh, I need to buy into like fruit, like really hard fruit, like apples and stuff like that. I still can't eat that, because obviously the sites are still healing. I'm only like 7 days on. Saltwater rinses have been an absolute, like, they have helped so much, I feel like, with the healing process. Like I said, the surgical side is definitely taking longer. These three don't really hurt me anymore. The only time I get a bit of like, oh, is if I get something in, like, once I'm eating, if I get a bit of food there and I'm like, oh, I can feel it, because obviously there's a gap there. And as I'm talking, I don't know if you guys can hear, but I can definitely hear. If I say certain letters, I do get a lisp. Because obviously I've got gaps now, so the air's just blowing through them. Looks wise, it's not really affected me. Like, I've had some days where I've looked in the mirror and I've been like, oh, I look a bit swollen, but like, it's be all and end all, is it? I've got to have it done too. I'm going to look 10 times worse once I have actual jaw surgery, let's be honest. But the swelling got a bit, like, the bruise started coming out at like day 3 or 4. Around that time, that's when the swelling was getting at its worst, so the ice pack was doing wonders. But like I said, the bruise is going down. As you can see, the bruise is going down now, which is good. Like, it was really, really purple last couple of days. It's just started going really yellowy. So that's going down, so that is progress. Family has been an absolute godsend. Like, my family has just been there for me like no other. So I'm forever grateful for them. And of course, my boyfriend as well. My boyfriend surprised me with flowers. This bouquet of flowers, which are beautiful. He brought them round and he looked after me over the weekend when I went to his. He also got me a card and that, which was really, really cute. Best support system around me, and I'm getting back to it. Obviously I had to let myself heal before I could start filming videos again, but I am finally feeling up to it. I'll be back to work tomorrow, back to the usual stuff. The healing's still going to take a long time. I think it takes around 2 weeks to a month to be fully healed. So obviously we've got that, then we've got the braces coming up at the end of the month. I don't actually know 100% if they're going to be able to put the braces on while it's still healing. We'll have to wait and see. I will keep you informed of that, but that is the next step. Get the braces on, start moving the teeth down, so I've actually got a straight line. I don't think I'm going to really be smiling anytime soon. I know, like, if I'm taking photos with friends or if I'm going out places and doing stuff like that, I want to take photos with people, but on the smiling front, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, if I feel confident enough to be showing the teeth yet. Yeah, we are slowly getting there. I just wanted to give you guys an update because a few of you have been messaging me, which, again, thank you for checking on me, making sure I'm okay. I'm doing alright. I'm slowly getting there. But yeah, I really appreciate the love and support from you guys. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.